New homes. It's pretty amazing what can be done these days, especially when it comes to energy efficiency. A ComfortWise home has lower utility bills than a standard new home. And in terms of older houses on the market, well, there's just no comparison. And of course, with utility prices going up every year, energy efficiency becomes more and more important to home buyers. And when you think about it, who doesn't want to live in a house that's more comfortable, with healthier indoor air, one that's better for the environment, requiring less energy? Of course, all of this doesn't happen by itself, and that's where we come in. Consol is the #1 energy consulting firm in the West. Think of us as an energy partner for production builders. How does it all work? Well, take these windows for example. Why put them here? The view perhaps? Yeah, sure, it's a nice view. And it gets great light, lots of sun. These happen to face south. But all that sun also means more heat, even when you don't want it. Even the best energy efficient window won't insulate like a wall. So even one window makes a big difference. Here are those windows in the plan. The ComfortWise program takes into account their energy performance as well as the rest of the windows and doors in the home. There's the orientation of the house, the sun's path through the day where it's hitting the house. Insulation is critical, as well as the ducting and heating and air conditioning systems. ComfortWise is about designing energy systems so that the whole house can maintain comfort no matter what Mother Nature tosses our way, while at the same time lowering energy usage. And it starts with required energy code. Through sophisticated computer modeling, we can actually measure when a home meets the energy code or even exceeds it. And 15% or better than code is the ComfortWise standard. So what does it take to build a ComfortWise home? 3 smart or wise steps: the right design, proper installation, and finally, testing to verify that the home performs like it's supposed to. During the design phase, we use the blueprint of the home as the template for our computer simulation modeling. To illustrate how ComfortWise works, let's focus on just one room of the house. Inside, we're trying to maintain a comfort level, the temperature setting that's comfortable to you. Now let's say that it's a summer morning. As the day goes on and the outside temperature rises, it warms up inside too. Insulation is the first line of defense. Proper installation of the insulation is very important, but we'll get to that. And what about those south-facing windows we were talking about? Well, high-performance windows can actually do a great job of insulating. They're double pane with a spectrally selective clear coating that blocks the sun's infrared heating rays. I don't mean a tint. These windows still allow the visible light in for clear views. They also protect fabrics and paints from fading by reflecting at least 75% of the sun's damaging UV rays. But later in the morning, it's just getting too hot outside, so air conditioning becomes the only way to get back to the comfort level. 2 things about air conditioning. First, the unit must be the right size. Too small and it can't keep up on the hottest days, running continuously. On the other hand, an oversized unit isn't good either, not just because of the added expense. Too big and it has a tendency to cycle, constantly turning on and off, delivering unwanted blasts of cold air. It also shortens the life of the equipment. The second factor has to do with ducts. The length of the duct run is important, plus minimizing sharp bends that can reduce airflow. And the ducts need to be the right size as well. We perform room-by-room heating and cooling load calculations, a very important tool to determine the right size duct for each room or area. This way, there's even heating and cooling throughout the home. In winter, it's the opposite effect. Insulation keeps heat in. High-performance, properly installed windows reduce leaks and drafts. Plus, the right-sized, high-efficiency furnace distributes heat evenly through the same properly sized ductwork. Of course, it's the whole house we optimize the design for, not just one room. But you can see from this illustration that ComfortWise leads to greater comfort and lower monthly bills year-round. Plus, increases the overall value of your home. Not to mention, there's less maintenance down the road because the right energy features for the job were picked. Now that's all good, but now let's talk about the installation of these features. Having a great design is one thing. Installing it right is just as important. Our role at Consol is to offer support through direction, explanation, demonstration, and verification of the installation procedures. Another is detailed instructions like these, called installation protocols. There's one for insulation. Improperly installed insulation can reduce efficiency by as much as 50% and cause condensation and comfort problems. Air sealing is another critical area we cover. If caulking and weather stripping aren't done correctly, it's basically ineffective. And here's one for air conditioning and heating, which needs to be the system specified in the design. That is, just the right size and installed right for optimum performance, savings, and comfort. We also do periodic inspections as building progresses. Not testing at this point, but to check that installation is meeting the builder's high standards for quality craftsmanship. Also, to confirm that the energy features as specified are being installed. Like here, for example. This label contains the energy performance information we can easily check against the plan to make sure it's right. These numbers correspond to the energy performance of the window. Think of it like miles per gallon for your car. Of course, there comes a time to test, to check if the house performs up to ComfortWise standards in the real world as it does on paper and in our computer simulations. As we've seen, ComfortWise is an exact science, and the test phase is when we measure the precise performance of the house. Testing is performed by certified independent third-party inspectors. The first test is the duct blaster. The duct blaster test measures for leaks in all the ducts. What happens is the registers are sealed and a blower pressurizes the entire system. Then a gauge measures how much air is escaping, which must be less than 6%. If ducts leak, and ducts in typical older homes leak as much as 20% or more, it's like money leaking out. As if every time you turned on the hot water, a quarter of it leaked from the pipes under the house. A big waste. The second test is called a blower door test, which measures for air leakage in the house. With the blower door test, a fan pressurizes the entire house. Even the tightest home will leak a little, but that's okay. The house should breathe just the right amount so that it's comfortable and so there's good air quality. The pesky, hard to find and wasteful cracks and leaks are identified this way, ultimately saving money and adding to overall comfort. The final test is called an airflow test. The airflow of every register of the duct system is measured and adjustments are made to make sure that each room is getting the right amount of air for comfort. And the results confirm it. From good design to proper installation, verified with third-party testing. 3 steps that create a ComfortWise home that's 15% or better than required by Energy Code. A ComfortWise home means lower monthly utility bills, greater comfort, higher home value, and peace of mind that energy efficiency is designed and built into each new home. Your builder made the wise choice when they chose ComfortWise.